Okay, students. Hello, everyone. I am Dimple sir. See, I have come in this way. Okay, in my third video. In my last video, you can see that I have completed till question number 2 of exercise 3C. Okay, I will be resuming the exercise 3C with question number 3. Okay, I have, in order to save the time, I have already written the question. Fine. Now say we need to divide. Okay, in this question we need to divide this. What is the question saying? 0.0000684 divided by a decimal number. That means a decimal number is going to divide another decimal number. Okay. Now see, first of all, you see this. First of all, what we are going to do? Our main step is to make the divisor a whole number. Now, which one is the divisor? This is our divisor. Okay. Now, make 0.04 a whole number. Now, how we are going to make 0.04 a whole number? Okay. See. Now, first make divisor a whole number. A whole number. Fine. In order to make 0.04 a whole number, we need to multiply with 100, making it to be 4. Fine. Now, since we have multiplied 100 to the division, obviously you have to multiply 100 to the dividend too. Which one is the dividend? This is the dividend. Now, 0.0000684 need to be multiplied with 100. Okay, the point is shifting to 2 places right. That is, this coming 0.00684. Okay. See, in this platform, I am feeling the same. Okay, I am having the same feeling as I am teaching in the classroom. But the only difference is that while recording this video, you are not here, and when you will watch this video, I will be not in front of you. Okay, but nothing so serious. The main thing is that you should understand the concept of math. Now see, our new terms are 4 and 0.0068. Now let's divide. Okay, in last class I have shown you without using the decimal how we can directly divide and modify the answer. Now see, we need to divide 0.00684 with help of 4. Okay, fine. Rather than doing this, you can simply divide 684 with 4 and modify the answer later. It is 1, okay, 4 is coming, 20 is coming, this 7 is coming, again 28, down 4, 1. Now what is the answer? 171. Okay, and wipe this. 171. 171. Now see, when 684 is divided by 4, we get 171. Fine. When 0.00684 is divided by 4, what will be the answer? See, the decimal is right there. It will shift to 1 place, 2 place, 3 place, 4 place, 5 place. 5 place to the left. That is 171. 1 place, 2 place, 3 place, 4 place, 5 place. This is the answer. Okay. Fine. Okay. You can try this. Or if you like, you can go the traditional method. You need to put the entire 0.00684 and divide it with 4. Okay. Then is also same, but I prefer this. This is the new technique. Okay. I told you last class to practice this technique. See, it is saving too much time. Fine. And moreover, there is no complexity in the question. Okay, students, let's move on. Yeah, now I'll come to question number 7. 3 sub question 7. Okay, see, if you want to write this particular question, you do one thing, you pause the video. Okay, you pause the video. At first, you download the video. Okay, in live streaming, you can pause it. You pause the video, write it down, and then you play it. Now come to question number 7. Our question number 7 is 15.3. Okay, 15.3 divided by 0.001. Sorry, 0.17. Okay. Yes, 15.3 divided by 0.0017. Fine. Now see, this is a division. Like the earlier one, we are making this a whole. Now see, 0.0017. We need to multiply with 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 4 zeros, that is 10,000. Making it 17. Fine. Similarly, we have to multiply the dividend, that is 15.3 with 10,000. 15.3 into 10,000. This is coming to be 3 more zeros. That is 1, 15, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, the number becomes huge. Fine. Yes. Now we need to divide. Divide. 1, 5, 3, 0, 0, 0 by 17. Fine. Okay. You see, 17, 9 is 153. Okay. The answer is 9,000. We can directly put this 9, 1, 5, 3. Okay, 0, 0, 0. That means here also 0, 0, 0. The answer is 9,000. Fine. Yeah, we are done with question number 3. See, there are many questions. All the other questions are same. I have done 2 for you. You do one thing, you practice other questions. It will build up your capability of solving numericals. Okay, students? Now come to question number 4. Okay. See, what question number 4 is saying? I have to rub this. Question number 4. Okay. Question number 4 is saying calculate giving your answers correct to the indicated number of decimal places. This time the question is saying that you have to stop the answer with 1 decimal. Okay, you need to stop the answer with 5 decimal. Whatever be, it is given nicely given. See, we need to give your answers correctly to indicated number of decimals. Indicated number of decimal. Indicated number of decimal places. Very fine. Let us move on. Coming to question number 1. First question number 1 is, you see, you'll see, find the question, page number 45. Page number 45, question number 1. 0.754. It should be divided by 3. Okay. It should be divided by 3. Yeah. Now this is 9, 16. It is not going by 3. We'll try. To 1 dp. To 1 dp. Now what is dp? Decimal point. Okay. This is a form of writing in short form. In I think in book also it is writing in short form. dp. dp means decimal point. Okay. Fine. Now try dividing this. 0.754 divided by 3. Simply dividing. Put 2. It is becoming 6. Sorry. Decimal. 15. Fine. 5. 15. 4 coming down. Then 0. 1 you put. 3. remainder 1. See, we need not have to calculate too many. They are only asking for one decimal. There are three. Okay, there is nice concept hiding in this question. No, now see, what is the question coming out? Are you able to see? What is the question coming out? The question is coming out to be 0.251. Okay, and here it is asking us to write the answer up to one decimal point. That is, we need to stop here. There is a technique, you see. There is a rule, not actually technique. There is a rule. This is the number we need to stop. Okay, this is the number we need to stop. For this, we have to check the other number. If the other number, if the following number is greater than 5, okay, if the following number is greater than 5, okay, 5 or greater than 5, then 1 is added to this number. 1 should be added to this number. Okay. If the following number is less than 5, suppose it is 2, 3, anything. Like I am giving one example. 5, 3. I need to stop here. In order to stop here, we need to check this. 3. Now 3 is less than 5. Okay. Now 3 is less than 5. So it is not contributing any. It is contributing nothing to 5. That is, 5 will be left as it is. Fine. Now let's come to our own part. Now see, 1 decimal point. 2. We need to stop here 2. It is 5. Yes. The rule says that if the following number is 5 or more than 5, then 1 will be added to 2. That means this will become 3. That is 0.3 is our answer. Fine. Interesting, I think. Yeah, I am finding too much interest. You too. Okay, students. Now come to question number 3. Question number 3 seems to be big. We'll try to figure it out very soon. Okay. They are asking for 2 decimal points. Question number 3. Question number 3 is asking 16.7. Okay, 16.7 divided by 6 up to 2 decimal point. 2 decimal. Okay, 16.5. Fast divide it. 16.7 divided by 6. Can I do? Or you need me doing? For 2 coming to be 12. Okay, 4. The point will come up. Our work is shortening because 2 decimal point. We need to calculate only 3. Then our work will be very much easier. Fine? Are you understanding? Okay. Now put 7. What's 2? Okay, 5 coming down. 50. Okay. 5 coming 50. Then will be 8. 48. Are you able to see? Okay, let me check. Okay, let me check. I'm coming. Yeah, well and good. Okay. I'll continue here. Okay, please. It is 20. See the same thing. There is no space, and if I go down, you may not be able to see the calculation part. So I'm writing this part. So 20 you put 6. It is coming 18. Again 20. 2. Again 20. That is again 6. We will continue on. We got this. Sorry, it is 18. Again 20 to continue. Left. Now we have arrived here. Now what is the question? Question is 2.7866. They are asking us to stop for 2 decimal point. Okay, okay, fine. Then 2 decimal point. We don't need this. 2 decimal point. That means we have to stop here. Like the rule, check 6 is bigger than 1, so 1 is going to be added to 8, making it 2.79. 2.79. Right? Okay. If you like the video, put a thumbs up. Moving to question number 4. Question number 4 is question number 4. Question number 4 you see 87 divided by 0.7. Okay, 87 divided by 0.7. It will be very big. 1, 2, 3. First one, make the divisible whole number. That is 0.7 is going to be multiplied with 10. It will become 7. 87 multiplied by 7 will become 870. I am sorting this. Okay. After doing that stuff, it will be 870 divided by 7. You pause the video, do the calculation by yourself. Okay? You pause the video, do the calculation by yourself. And the calculation is big. Okay? So I'll directly come with the answer. You will be able to see the calculation, no doubt. But see, if I start doing the calculation, consume lot of time. In one particular video, we are having only 30 minutes video. I hope you understand me. Okay? In my early 2 videos, I have made it faceless. I was not visible. I was not there. Explain like this. Okay. In there also, I should, in case of the calculation, in order to save the time, I should pause the video. At first, I write down the calculation. Then play it. This saves us time and give us, extra time to understand some other questions. I'll pause this. Okay. I'll pause this video, and when I play it, you will have the answer. Fine, guys. Okay, you can see. Yes. Okay, see. I've done this, and I think this very easily understandable. Now I write the question. Question is what? Question is 124.2857. They are asking us to stop at 3 decimal. Now this is 1, 2, 3. Okay. Check the fourth number. Fourth number is 7. That is bigger than 7. It's bigger than 5. So 1 is going to be added to 5, making it 124.286. Our answer is this. Okay, guys. This is the answer. Now come to question number 5. Question number 5 is they are asking divide 1 by 6. Okay, you divide 1 by 6 fast. Before writing the question, divide 1 by 6. Question number 5. 3 decimal point. Okay, 3 decimal point is 1 by 6. Let me check. Okay, something I'm checking. Yeah, it is visible. Nice. 1 by 6. Okay, I'm doing it. If you have done, that is good. 1 by 6, put 1.6.10. 3 decimal. To 1, it is 6, it is 4. Okay, 40 is coming. It is 6 will be 36. Again, same thing. 4 is coming. I think we will continue with 6. Yes, 6 is 36. Yeah, it is continuing. It will continue. We will have more 6. It will continue. It will continue. See? Because the remainder is 4 always. 4 always. That's why we are putting 6 always. It is making our question as question is 0.1666. Yeah, 6. I'll use only 4 sixes because 3 decimal place. Now see 1, 2, 3. I need to stop here. I'm doing this. I need to stop here. So check the following number. Following number is more than 6. That is 1 is going to add in 6, making it 0.167. Fine. Okay, well and good. There are more questions, okay? There are much more questions. In question number, you see. Yeah, 3 by 11 is it. This is the last. This see, this question will be the last of exercise 3C. I will try to move on to next. Okay, I will try to move on to the next exercise. Now see, is easy. Fine. You do one thing. You practice all this. You practice a set of questions. As many questions as you want. Okay. You can build up your base. I like moving on to exercise. This one. 3D. Before studying 3D, there is a particular chart. Okay. I prepare it first. Then I will show it to you. Okay. If I keep the video recording on and start preparing this, it will consume lots of time. For this factor, I'll pause the video, I'll prepare a chart for you and explain it here. Fine? Okay guys, wait, I'm pausing now my video. Yeah students, see? This is the conversion chart. Okay, I prepared it. This is the conversion chart. Yes. You'll find it in page number 45. Yeah, 45 it is very nicely and accurately given. I am running here in the board in order to explain it. Okay, see? What are the terms? Kilo. We have always heard kilogram, kilometer, hecto, deca. It is a unit one. It is a base. Okay, this is a reference. Okay, this unit is a reference. If any unit is 10 bigger than the reference one, it is unit one. It is term is deca. If any quantity is 10 times less than, okay, 1 by 10 times, 1 by 10 times of the reference one, that is unit part, it is called deci. Another way, there is another quantity which is 1 by 100 times of the unit. 1 by 100 times of unit, you know, 0.01. 1 by 100 times of the unit is centi. And if a particular given quantity is 1 by 1000 of the base, this is the base. That's why say this is the reference. According to this is the main thing. You need to understand this. With respect to this, everything is happening. Okay? 10 more than 1. 10 more than a unit. It is that 10 1 by 10 times of the unit. It is this. Okay? Now see. See this kilo to milli. Okay? If we are moving from left hand side, this is left hand side. And this is right hand side. Okay, this is right hand side and left hand side. We are going to learn more what is this, where it is coming to. LHS means your left hand side. We are using these two terms in our linear equation. In my next video. See, kilo is the biggest. Yeah, the kilo is the biggest of all. Kilo. Okay, let's see. The quantities can be anything. It can be in terms of length. Okay, in terms of length. If I give length, then kilo what? Kilometer will be kilometer. Hecto what? Hectometer is hectometer. Is how it is represented? Yeah. Hectometer HM. HM. See, decimeter, decameter, both are having D as common. And the second letter is also, it is E, it is also E. So don't get confused. See, in case of deca, DA is used. And in case of deci, single D is used. Like if I write DAM means decameter. Don't get confused, okay? And if I say DM, it is decimeter. Similar, CM is centimeter. We are all aware of this terms, millimeter. And what is this? This is meter. This is the base. This is meter. Okay? MTR. This is the base. Okay? If a particular quantity is 1 by 10 times of meter, what will be termed? It will be termed as decimeter. And what will be its value? If it is 1 meter. Okay? It is 1 meter. Then, if we are asked to convert 1 meter into decimeter. Now say decimeter is smaller than meter by 1 by 10 times. There is a rule. If a bigger quantity is needed to be converted to a smaller one. We need to multiply it. Now see, if we convert 1 meter into decimeter, it will be 10 meter. It will be 10 decimeter. Like there is a chart, 10 decimeter equal to 1 meter. Okay. There is a particular, you see, some people used to utter it. Like 10 millimeter equal to 1 centimeter, 10 centimeter equal to 1 decimeter, 10 decimeter equal to 1 meter, 10 meter equal to 1 decameter, 10 decameter equal to 1 hectometer, 10 hectometer equal to 1 kilometer. See, all of this, first slot, second slot, third slot, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. The difference is 10. They all are having a difference of 10. See, this is 1000. 10 less than 1000, 100. Okay. 10 less than 100, 10. 10 less than 10, 1. 10 less than 1, 1 by 10. 10 less than 1 by 10, 1 by 100. 10 less than 1 by 1000. Okay. It is very nicely made. It can be hectokilo, like it can be kilogram. Okay. It can be hectogram. In terms of our mass, we know mass. Hg, it is DAG. It will be G gram. Decigram is dm, dg, sorry, dg. Centigram is cz. Milligram is mg. Like on, okay? Like on this. Actually, see, there is only difference of 10 milligram. Suppose I am saying 10 milligram. 10 milligram to 1 centigram, 10 centigram equal to 1 decigram, 10 decigram equal to 1 gram, 10 gram equal to 1 decagram, 10 decagram equal to 1 hectogram, and 10 hectogram equal to 1 kilogram. But you should be very specific with the term. You are writing hectogram or gram or decigram. Fine. You should be very specific. Now we will soon move on to our questions. Okay. We will try moving to the questions. Exercise D. And very fast practice. It's consuming your time. Now see. Okay. There are few questions. I'll try to finish it. Today I am going to anyhow going to finish filling. The questions are easy. Okay. Question number 1. Question number sub question 1. Acha, convert 8 kilometer to meter. You follow the chart. See, between kilometer and meter there was 10 zeros. Sorry, not 10, 3 zeros. Hecto, okay. Then deca, then unit. That is like kilometer, then hectometer, then decameter, then meter. That is a difference of 3 zeros. 1000. See, this is we are all aware of this kilometer. Kilometer is 8 kilometers or 8 kilometer, 8 km is equal to 8,000 meter. This is the answer. Simple put it. This is the answer simply. Or you can do it another way. 8 kilometer. Okay. 8 kilometer equal to 8 into 1000 meter. That is, see, 8 kilometer. Okay, fine. 8 is this. The number is this. The unit we are changing the unit. This kilometer we are converting into meter. That is, this kilometer we are keeping 8 as it is, but we are converting kilometer into meter. Now, what is the difference between kilometer and meter? There is a difference of 1000. Okay. See, in order to become meter, if a particular quantity want to become meter 2 kilometer, then he need to get divided, and if kilometer need to become meter, then it need to be multiplied. Okay. Now come to question number. Oh, sorry, I need to do this. Now come to question number 2. 4.8. Yes, 4.8 hectogram 2 centimeter. Hecto, second part. Kilo hecto. Now 4.8 is centi. See, if you got the chart, you see between hecto and centi there is a difference of 10,000. Okay, and since hecto is bigger than centigram, that is a bigger quantity when it need to be converted to smaller quantity, it always need to get multiplied. If the reverse would have happened, suppose 4.8 centigram to hectogram, then in that case we need to divide it. Remember this, okay? Now see, between hectogram and centigram there is a difference of 10,000. So 4.8 hectogram equal to 4.8 into 10,000 centigram. See, this is the answer. 4, 8, go 1, 2, 3, put 3 zeros. CZ. CZ. Fine. Okay. Yeah, I do a reversal. Question number, you see, go to 9. No, it's not 9, it's 10. Are you done? Okay. Question number 9. One sub question 9 is 179.6 dz. Okay, dz means decigram. 2 hectogram. Yeah, 2 hg. dz, decigram, decigram, gram, decagram, hectogram. Okay, decagram, decigram, gram, decagram, hectogram. There is a difference of 3. Okay, can you do this? Okay, are you done with this? See, decigram and hectogram, there is a difference of 1 by 1000. This is a smaller one. If we need to make a smaller one equal to bigger one, we always need to divide it. Now see, 179.6, it should be multiplied with 1000 by, okay, divided, it should be multiplied with 1 by 1000. So this is sitting here 0.1796. Okay, you check the book. Okay, in book the answer is misprinted actually. You check this, it should be divided, it should be 0.1796, and in book it is given 1.796. Okay, fine, you check this. Now we move to next question. Question number, I move to next question. Suppose there is a question of kg to gram. Okay, kg to gram we can do it very easily. To 28.35 deciliter dl, 28.25 deciliter to centiliter. To centiliter. Now see, deciliter, after deciliter is coming centiliter. That means deciliter is bigger than centiliter. Okay, I am converting this. Centiliter, cl, centiliter to deciliter. Here, cl is here. Okay, see, we have to make centiliter to deciliter. That is smaller one to bigger one. That means in this case we are dividing. If the question is reversed, in your book I have reversed this question. In your book the question is 28.35 deciliter to centiliter. Okay, in that manner we have to multiply, because in order to see, this is big and this is small. If you want to go from bigger to smaller one, bigger quantity to smaller one, we need to multiply. And if the reverse is happening, smaller quantity is given, you have to make a bigger quantity. We have to divide this. That is 28.35 cl. Okay, you write this 28.35 cl. In terms of cl, you put the dl. Dl means what? It is 1 by 10 times. You put that the answer. Okay, it is 2.835. Great. Fine. Question number 2 is a bit different. I will try doing only one questions. Then there are some, you see, numericals again. Question number, yeah. Okay. Question number 2, I'll see all the questions are similar. Okay, in order to save time, I will only try doing one. Others you practice. That's my video is too much video, and it may not cover up the time. Convert. Yeah, convert 2 1 is substitute to 1. 46 meter 18 centimeter. 2 centimeter. The great question. You see, 46 meter, 18 centimeter, 2 centimeter. How we can convert this? This is already in centimeter. Convert this 46 meter. 46 meter is equal to 4600 centimeter cm. Okay. Now 18 meter is given. Along with this 18 centimeter is given. We put this 18 centimeter and add it. It will be 4618 cm. Fine. Okay. This in question number 2 there are few questions. All the questions are similar. Try doing this. I am going to question number 3. The Mariana Trench is about 10,900 deep in Pacific. So, deep in Pacific. Okay. Deep in Pacific. Fine. And is it greater or less than 8.85 kilometer high? Okay. Mariana Trench is there. It is deep. This is the sea level. This is the sea level. It is 10,900 kilometer deep. 900 meters. Sorry. And this is our Mount Everest. It is saying Mount Everest is 8.85 kilometer. 8.85 kilometer. Which one is bigger? Okay. Which one is bigger? Now say 8.85 kilometer and it is in meter. You do one thing, right? You can convert both the term into kilometer or both the term in meter. But you follow one system of unit. You know they have system of units: CGS unit, MKS unit, FPS unit. Okay, like kilometer. Okay. In here also, if you want to keep the answer in kilometer, you have to make this kilometer. Or if you want to keep the answer in meter, you can keep this in meter. 8.85 kilometer is how much? 8.850 meter. I think it is better to put in meter. Both will have meter. Now say which one is bigger? Obviously this is bigger. That is Mariana Trench is big. Great. Okay. Move to question number this one. Next question. What is the question saying? It is the thickness of a paper. I am rubbing this. It is the thickness of a paper. The thickness of 54 paper is thickness of 54 paper. Thickness of 54 paper. There is a stack of paper. It is only 54 paper, and the thickness of the 54 paper is 15.12 mm. Now, what is the question? The question is asking what is the thickness of each paper in centimeter? 54. Cost of 10 apple 20 rupees. They are asking what is the cost of 1 apple in paisa. Okay. Likewise, you find cost of 1 apple it will be 2 rupees. 2 rupees 200 paisa. Similar it is here. Thickness of 54. Thickness of 1 paper divided 1. It is in millimeter. Yeah, it is in millimeter. Divided by 50. Okay. If you calculate this, you will get 0.2 millimeter. 28 millimeter. If I divide this, I have already done. So it will be 0.2 millimeter mm. The question is not this. Question is actually we need to change this millimeter to centimeter. See millimeter centimeter. It is the centimeter is 1 by 10 times. 10 times bigger than millimeter. Fine, divide it. Now 0.28 millimeter equal to 0.28 into 1 by 10 centimeter equal to 0.028 cm. This is the answer. Fine. Yes. Question number 5 is same. You can do. Question number 6 is also you see same, but I will go for 7. 6 is easy. 7 is a bit complicated. Okay. For instance, let me see what is the time. It's 39 minutes. Okay. Question number 7. This will be the end of a session. This will be the end of a session. Question number 7 is. What is the question number 7 say? Question number 7 is find page number 50. How many jars each holding 1.75 kg of jam? Okay, there are few jars. This jar, it can hold 1.75 kg jam. Okay, I got a particular jar is capable of holding 1.75 kg of jam. The question is saying how many such jars will be needed to fill 100 kg of jam. I got a bigger vessel. It is holding 100 kg of jam. 100 kg. Okay. How many such type of jars will be required to fill to have all the jars filled with the jam? Fine. You simply divide this. Okay. Number of jars, precision method, the unitary method. Number of 1.75 kg jar equal to 1000 divided by 1.75 kg cancel out. And if you do this, we will have 57.14. 57.14. That means 57. We are considering 57. So that is we will have 57 what number of jars. Okay, they are asking not only this how many jars will be required and also how much amount of jam will be left over. Now see, 57 is how that is 57 number of jars will be required. Number of jars will be required. Okay. Now what amount of jam is left? Okay. What amount of jam is left? See. The amount of jam left is not given here, but only what we say 0.14. Okay, there is decimal 0.14 is left out. Fine, 0.14. Okay, this 0.1 going to calculate this. Fine. Okay, you see, if 57 jars each holding 1.75 kg, then how much amount of jam will be taken away? We multiply this, then get 99.75 kg. 99.75 kg of jar is finished. Sorry, jam is finished. Now what is the left out? Left out is what? 100 minus 99.75, that is 100 kg minus 99.75. What will be the amount? The amount will be 0.25. So 0.25 kg is left out, and this is the answer. Fine. Okay, this is the end of our decimal. Right? This video was a bit okay. In my next video, I will continue with linear equation in one variable. Okay. Till then, bye bye, students.